dissenting citizens of the United States, we are anonymous. We have seen a history of Congress changing the laws in regards to the requirements for official recognition of redress of grievances, which is a constitutional right that has been routinely ignored. Because of this, we have decided to launch Operation Analog Denial of Service. What this means is that we will be legally and constitutionally using our rights to make a very clear point to the new Congress that is being sworn in the beginning of 2015. Our goal is to have thousands of letters sent from all over the country on the same day, effectively blocking the ability for business to be sorted without having our concerns immediately acknowledged. Since we know firsthand that Congress has no problem with dismissing a petition, regardless of the thousands of signatures attached, the idea developed to use the same right to petition, however changing the format just a little bit. Instead of a single petition with thousands of signatures, we strive to have thousands of people send in the very same petition individually, therefore increasing the record and forcing the attention that is needed. Our first issue of business will be the legalization of unconstitutional spy programs that have been written into law, hidden within the depths of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2015, as well as the Intelligence Authorization Act for fiscal year 2015. After the Edward Snowden revelations regarding the practices of the National Security Agency, we witnessed many hearings in which outrage was expressed regarding the unconstitutional collection of data belonging to American citizens. We watched time and time again as senators and House representatives made empty promises to the American people that they would do everything in their power to rein in such authorities and give citizens back their basic right to privacy. As of December 12, 2014, it has been made clear how the American people have been once again deceived by your empty words. Their words were made empty by the actions that followed when the House and Senate both passed the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2015, as well as the Intelligence Authorization Act for fiscal year 2015. In regards to the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2015, the expressed outrage against spying on American citizens was made entirely void by the inclusion of SEC 1605, Pilot Program for Acquisition of Commercial Satellite Communication Services. After numerous reassurances that the NSA was merely collecting metadata, this broad authority stands as indisputable proof that such restrictions on data collection was nothing more than a lie to subvert the American people. In regards to the Intelligence Authorization Act for fiscal year 2015, the authority and allowances through definition made under SEC 309. Procedures for the retention of incidentally acquired communications is equally absurd. Not only does this grant you the authority to store unconstitutionally obtained data on innocent civilians for up to 5 years, but it also allows for further data retention as long as a reason for such records being kept can be obtained. The requirements to achieve such a status for collected data are expressed in such a broad manner that nearly anything is prospect to being kept indefinitely. Given the complete lack of trust the American people have left for such actions, we are forced to believe that this is merely legislation to maintain what has already been deemed as unconstitutional spying programs. We demand that these issues be addressed and such provisions be thrown out of law immediately. The 114th Congress will be sworn in at the beginning of 2015, with the convening date currently scheduled for January 6, 2015. As we live in all different areas, you will need to look up the contact information for your own representatives, both at the Senate and at the House of Representatives. It is important that you take the time to print the official letter provided, sign it and send through the traditional mail. The reason for this is that electronic communications are much easier to overlook. We also need to have mass amounts of letters from individuals in order to be productive. The date of this event is scheduled to begin on January 2nd, 2015. This date was chosen to ensure that all participants had their letter stamped and in the mail to begin delivery on January 2nd. Please be advised that if you use a home mailbox rather than a post office, you may wish to put your mail in the delivery box on January 1st, 2015 in order to ensure its departure with outbound mail on January 2nd. This will ensure that the letters will be delivered to both bodies of Congress as they are convening on January 6th, 2015. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Oppadu's engaged. Expect us.